So this week we're going to be talking to Colleen Augustin, who came all the way from Malaysia, and she's going to tell us about adapting after long distance travel. Hey Spartans, this is Kevin Gillotti, and welcome to the Spartan Athlete. So you've come a long way to race.
Yes.
So let me ask you something. When you have a long time gap, a long layovers, long flights, how do you prepare for a race when you know you have big time differences, the time of day changes, you're losing hours, you're gaining hours? Do you have any strategy that you use to prepare for that?
So my main concern is usually when traveling that much, like we took about, in total with the transit and the layover times, we took about 28 hours before we actually reached here in Tahoe. So for me, my main concern is jet lag.
Yeah.
So I always, what I do is that usually I will make sure, depending on the time zone I'm going, so like here is the Pacific time zone in America. So I make sure that I would fast one whole day, and then I will start my breakfast, which is breakfast in the same time zone I will be in. So my breakfast, lunch and dinner will start as if I was already in America or wherever I was traveling to. And then from there, it makes it easier for my body to adapt once I actually arrive. So I make sure I don't sleep for that period of time, even though in Malaysia it's probably nighttime. I make sure I am not asleep because the time zone I am is actually in the daytime.
So your main strategy is, once you get on the plane to fly to your race location, you try to start to adapt to the time zone you're going to immediately. So even on the airplane, while other people might be having breakfast, you could be sleeping. Or while other people are sleeping, you could be awake because you're paying attention to where you're going to and the time zone of that location.
Exactly.
Yeah. Great strategy. Great strategy and awesome information. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Thanks for listening to the Spartan Athlete, the Friday edition of the Spartan Up podcast. Be sure to tune in next Friday where I talk to more athletes. We talk about racing, strategies, preparation, and getting you ready for a Spartan race. So get involved, subscribe, leave a comment, list on your favorite platform, and we'll see you next Friday.